Good morning, this is Chris and the Interboro High School class.
Would everyone please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Now please stay tuned for this morning's version of Kaleidoscope.
Good morning, this is Jesse.
I'm Paul, and here are the announcements for Tuesday, January 5th.
Auditions for the spring musical Schoolhouse Rock are going to be held on Wednesday, January 6th at 2:45 in the auditorium. Please see Mr. Andrews or Miss Catino for details.
Today is an A Day.
This is German with the weather. Today will be 27 degrees with a high of 30 degrees. Tonight's low will be 25 degrees and the current temperature is 23 degrees. The humidity is at 67% and the barometric pressure is at 29 and rising. Now over to birthdays.
Good morning, this is Craig with the birthdays. The birthdays for today are Caleb Bowen, Dave Doherty, Mara Loader, Jonathan McGowan, and Anna Moyer. Happy birthday. Now over to today's headline.
Good morning, this is Zoe with today's headline. In Philadelphia, the Penridge Middle School principal hit a high school student with her SUV on Monday. She stayed on the scene but failed to tell the police she was the driver that hit the student. 15 minutes later, she called the police to confess. She is due for a blood test, but she is not under arrest. The high school student is in critical but stable condition. Now back to the news desk.
Good morning, this is Jesse.
I'm Paul with some more announcements.
Jabba the Hutt Coffee House is now open. Coffee and hot chocolate will be on sale in the library from 7 o'clock to 7:30 every morning.
Purchase a coffee mug in the library for $5 and receive a coupon for one free beverage. Mugs will be sold during 10th period and after school until 3 o'clock. See Miss Hain or Miss Claire for details.
FBLA members have a trip to the Regional Leadership Competition and Awards Ceremony on January 7th.
Now over to the sports.
Good morning, this is Neil.
And Dana with the sports.
Girls basketball lost yesterday to Upper Dublin, 60-27. They have a home game tomorrow against New Beginnings at 3:30.
The Miami Heat won to the Hawks 92-75.
And now back to the news desk.
Good morning, this is Jesse.
I'm Paul with some final announcements.
Seniors, don't forget your baby ads for the yearbook. The deadline for submissions is soon. Be sure to remind your parents. Turn all ads into Mrs. Schwartz or Mr. Pattinson.
Now over to the menu item of the day.
Good morning, this is Dean with the menu. Today we'll have mini corn dog nuggets with a slice of bread, broccoli with cheese sauce, and mandarin oranges. Now over to the vocab word.
Good morning, this is Pat with the vocab word. Today's word is enjoin, to direct or impose with authority. For example, Mr. Fisher is rarely friendly to students, enjoining detentions and suspensions. Now over to the quote of the day.
This is Danielle with the quote of the day. Marty Indyk once said, "Confusion is always the most honest response." Now over to this day in history.
This is Dan with this day in history. On this day, 1859, the first steamboat sailed. Now back to the news desk.
This is Frank with the entertainment. Some music releases this week are 50 Cent, Before I Self-Destruct, and Eminem, Relapse, Refill. Now back to the news desk.
Chocolate milk is good for you.